So a lot of times it would be me and Grandpa, and maybe John would be home in the basement, but I mean, he could come and go as he pleased, so I never knew if he was home. So I would be in my room a lot because, like, there was no place to, like, sit and watch TV except for the living room. Grandpa would always be watching, like, Conway Twitty or something. Like, I didn't want to watch that. So I'd be in my room, and in my room, because the light was on at the landing, you could always see, like, the light around the doorway. Even if I had a lamp on, you could always see the light around the doorway. And I know at times I would see, like, shadows move by the door on the outside, and I'd always open up and be like, what the heck is that? And there'd be nobody there. And then later I'd start to hear the floor creaking and then shadows moving, and I looked and it was him, and he would come up and he would go all the way upstairs. And I was like, well, that's really weird. So I would just close my door and just kind of like turn off the TV and just sit there and like listen. Like, what in the world is he doing up there? You know, it's so weird. There's nothing up there. There was no furniture. And so after a couple of times of him doing it, I would wait for him to do it, and I'd go and I'd listen. I'd go put my ear, I'd open the bottom door and I'd listen to see, like, what is he doing? And I know, like, there were at least 2 or 3 times I tried to walk up the steps. It was hard because the steps were so old and they would creak. So he would always know if you walked up the steps. Because there were probably one time he was like, go back to your room. And I was like, that was so weird coming from him, because he wasn't like that. But he would be up there, like, talking, like, having conversations. I don't know what they were about because I didn't really listen. I was actually listening more to hear if somebody responded to him and not what he was saying, because I was like, it was like he was talking to somebody. And he just started, and it was closer to the time that he died, but he would just sit there and, like, I don't know, have conversations about, like, and people could write it off as, like, he was an alcoholic, but at this time he wasn't drinking that much, so it wasn't like he was drunk. Because he would sit there and talk to himself when he would get drunk. But this is later when he kind of, like, he stopped drinking a lot.
And he was up on the 3rd floor. Which room was he in? Was he in the back bedroom or was he in the hell room?
I want to say that he was in the front bedroom, because the couple times that I could make it to the 2nd landing before going upstairs, it looked like the light was on in the front bedroom.
The hell room.
The hell room.
Okay, so you never heard anyone responding to him?
No, I never heard anybody respond to him, and I was really, really trying to